guys, it's Janice from Ozark Family Homestead, and I've recruited Anna Mae to be my camera woman this evening. So she's back there handling our fancy camera, and I have had this empty bottle of vanilla extract sitting on my kitchen counter for a long time. I don't even know how long, and it's just been speaking to me saying, make more vanilla extract, and I've been ignoring it. But today's the day. It is happening now, and I thought I'm going to go ahead and video this because some of you might be wondering how to make vanilla extract, and it is, I mean, it's like really easy. Super, super easy to make your own vanilla extract, and it is so much cheaper to make it yourself instead of buying real vanilla extract at the store. So this should not be a very long video because this is a very simple process, and I'm going to take you along with me and show you the different stages of the vanilla extract that I'm using. So here we go. All right, so just to give you an idea on how much it would cost to go ahead and make, let's just say this size here of vanilla extract, this size bottle of vodka at Walmart is going to run you right around $6. So you would have that cost, and then your vanilla beans. This is all you need to make vanilla extract, is the alcohol and the vanilla beans. So roughly about $6 here. And the vanilla beans I do get off Amazon for $11.99 is the current price of those. This is the kind that I get. I do have a Amazon storefront for our family, and I'll have the link to that in the description box below so that you can find these vanilla beans here through our affiliate link that we use. And this is the cheapest price that I've been able to find. I'm going to show you how to do this in just a moment. I do have 3 different stages of vanilla that I keep in rotation all the time. But now granted, we are a larger family and we do a lot of baking from scratch. So you may not need 3 bottles going at one time, but I would recommend having 2 going at a time just so you can be using one and having the other one going through its extraction process. And then when you finish that one, you can, flip-flop your bottles back and forth there is what I would personally recommend. Also, now that I have these glass bottles purchased, that was the first time investment with me making my vanilla extract. Now that I have 3 glass bottles that I can use in my rotation, I go ahead and buy the cheaper stuff in a plastic jug, and I'm refilling my glass bottles this way. So this larger quantity sells for $9.96 at Walmart right now. So that is what I currently get. But again, you will begin with a glass bottle. So I think I'm going to get Anna back in here again to hold the camera for me. And I'll start making this newest batch of vanilla extract. You can see we have wiped it out, and I need to go ahead and get it going because it does take months to actually get the process completed. From start to finish is a minimum of 2 months, but we always go longer. So let me go grab Anna. Here we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take my little bag of vanilla beans here, and I'm going to open it up, and inside there should be 10 vanilla beans, and I'm going to show you what they look like here. Here, Anna, you want to see here? They're a little bit, they feel like they have a little bit of oil on the outside of them maybe, and they're slightly shiny, but they're mostly dry, and they smell good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm going to take one of these beans, and I'm actually going to cut it in half, long ways, about 3/4 of the way up the bean here. Let me show you on this one. Anna, can you see it okay? Okay. I am just going to make a slit. There you go. Up the bean there. And so it is split in half. Now all this goodness here on the inside is exposed, which is going to make it easier to come out of the bean and into the alcohol that will be in the bottle. So here, I'll just set this here. I'm going to take my bottle. Anna, can you see it? And there are still beans in here from the last batch, and that is okay. If you look at some of these older bottles, I have lots of beans in there, and that is okay. I'm going to take that bean that I just cut in half, and I am going to put it down in the bottle, just like that. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and cut these other beans in half, and I'm going to put them down in the bottle as well. And we won't have you guys sit around to watch me do 9 more beans. But when we come back, I'll have all of these split in half. Okay, I have cut in half, again, 3/4 of the way up the bean, all of the rest of them here. You can kind of see the way they've split in half, like they have legs now. So let me see if I can grab one. If you can see, come on, if the camera will focus to the inside. How can I get it to do that? I wanted you to see the inside of the bean and that there's these little grains inside there. Well, it's having trouble differentiating it. Let's see, is that any better? There's little grains inside there, and that is what we want to come out and get all inside the vodka that we're going to put in here. I do want to mention I have used rum in the past as well, and both of those alcohols make a good extract. I don't really recall there being a difference, even though it's been several years since I did the rum, but whatever you want to go with, that'll work. And so now I'm going to put all the rest of these beans into this bottle, and when I come back, we are going to go ahead and fill it up with the vodka. Okay, I've placed all the beans in there, and now recall I already had some older beans in here from a previous batch. Obviously, when you're starting for the very first time, you're not going to have that. You're just going to have the beans that are in your little packet right here, and that is just fine. I do want to point out that the very first time you're doing this, you're going to have a fresh, full bottle of vodka here. You are going to need to pour out just a little bit just to offset the space that your beans are going to take up. If you leave it full and you start plunking beans down in the neck of that bottle, you will have some spillover. So go ahead and pour some out for your very first batch. Obviously my bottle's empty, so what I'm going to do is start pouring in from my big Janice buys everything in bulk jug, and I am going to fill this up until it's nearly to the top, and then we wait. That's where patience comes in. So I will be back when this is ready to cap. Okay, so I filled it up almost to the top, but not all the way there, because I need to leave some room so that when I put the lid on, I can shake this up some and still have some movement of the liquid in there. If it was too full, nothing would shift inside there as I shook it up. And I want to shake it up just every so often. There is no hard and fast rule on this, but I hope you can see all the little granules there moving around like one of those snow globes whenever we were kids. But those are the vanilla beans, the inside of that shifting around there in the liquid. Okay, now I want to show you the differences in what they look like. So this is a brand new, freshly made bottle here. This is, let me switch these around here. This is a bottle that has been sitting, well, since January of this year. So it's been sitting here 9 months, and it is darker there. And basically, I just take it out and I shake it up whenever I get into the cabinet. This is the bottle. It's much darker. That has been here since June of 2022 is how long that has been sitting. So well over a year, and it is darker. So the longer that you let your extract go, the more that it will get more potent. It will get more flavorful. So that right there is why I like to have 3 bottles going at all times, because by the time I get to this one, it will have been sitting there for months and months and months, and it should be very flavorful by the time we get to that. Now, what I do, this is the old label. I need to put a new label on here. I will put the start date. So I will put October 3rd of 2023 here, and I will put a ready date 2 months later, because I require a minimum of 2 months for this, but we always use it well after the 2 months is up. And then I always put my recipe, I guess you could call it, on there, just as a reminder in case I forget, that I just use vodka plus 8 to 10 vanilla beans for it. So at this point, I'm going to make up a new label and replace this one, and then I'm going to put these in the cabinet and wait until they're ready. All right, I just made up my new label and I put it right there. I taped it on there just with some tape to hold it in place. And what I'm going to do now is I am going to put this up in the cabinet, and whenever I get into that cabinet for whatever reason, I'm going to pick up this bottle and give it a shake. And I'm going to do that for the next several months, and after some point, I will have a extract that looks like this, and then eventually one that's deep and dark that looks more like this. So I do know some people have used these as gifts, and of course you have to plan ahead if you're going to do this as gifts, since it takes months to do. But you know, I've never gifted someone this, but I think they would enjoy it. I think that would be a nice gift to have real vanilla extract. But there you go, guys. Easy peasy, no big deal. Just takes a little bit of planning ahead of time. All right, guys, that is it for today. Quick and easy. And I hope this is a money-saving thing for you guys too. So you know I like to do things from scratch, but I also like to do things in a way that's budget-friendly. So this homemade vanilla extract, it's a win-win in my book. So if you guys like today's video, please give me a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed to our family's channel. And if you could tell your family and friends to watch Ozark Family Homestead, it would really, really help our family's channel grow. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching